Welcome to this look at versatile new mods on Farming Simulator 25 with me, Mr. Silly P. Ladies and gentlemen, it is Thursday the 6th of March. We have got quite a few new mods, so I'm going to have to be really quick to try and get it all done in one part. We start with the farmhouses in front of us, 13.64 megabytes downloaded by Krasek, 19 slots, 20 slots and 20 slots, 50,000, 70,000 and 80,000 to buy respectively. There are three, they're pretty much the same building, just with slightly more ornamentation. Let's say that, shall we? So let's just jump here. So spin that around a little bit into the sunlight. There's the first one, which is 50 grand. So sort of just built, none of the work has been done on it. Then this one here, bit more ornamentation. There are no customization options on this. And then we got that one there for 80 grand, which I assume is the finished article. It looks very much like the previous one. I don't know if that's supposed to be like a base coat, and then it goes, but I don't know. Anyway, those are the options. They're the three buildings. Sleep trigger and wardrobe trigger. You can't go into the building. It comes just like that. That's the farmhouses by Krasek. Next, we've got the Polish fertiliser tank, which is here just next to me. This is by JMZ. 1.3 megabytes download, 3 slots, holds 10,000 litres. Build mode and containers. Just there, 6 grand. No customization options for this either. Comes as it is. Fill it out from this side. Liquid fertiliser. Pick how much you want to put in it. And pay for it. Taking out. It's done just there. That's the Polish fertiliser tank by JMZ. Next we got this. This is the honey pallet rack. This is by Keltibero. It is 2.56 megabytes download, 6 slots. Customization option on this, you can have old wood or new wood. Now this is in place of your honey pallet spawn point. So if you go into a build mode, go into our build mode, there we go. Go to animals, cross to bees. So where you would normally have that one, or the base game one is that one. This one here, beehive honey pallet location. You place it, and then once your bees have produced enough honey, they will appear on the racking on the shelf. You can take them off and then do what you want. When you go to place it, like so, you can have one per dewberry, but the old wood or new wood are the two options. So there you go. That is the honey pallet rack by Keltibero. Next, we've actually got two today, which is a curiosity. We've got Weighingstation. So the first one is the weighing house by Tarksy007. 0.35 megabytes download, 4 slots and 40,000 to buy. And this one just over here is the Weighingstation by Holden, HB Modding and Farmer MV Bördefarmer, I think it is. 2.72 megabytes download, 26 slots and 8,000 to buy. Both of these you will find under build mode and tools. So there's your weighing house, 40 grand. There's your weighing station, 8 grand. The weighing house looks like this, and when you drive something over it that's heavier than a human being, the weighing scales will tell you how much it weighs. You can't go into the building. I don't think there's even a light switch option on this. That's the weighing house. And the weighing station, a bit more ornate, a bit more going on. Got some side barriers here with a few for sort of one side's for driving in, one's for driving out, vice versa, whatever it might be. A few little plants, barrels, bit of decoration and stuff like that. Weighing scales are up, 2-storey building. I think the bottom part of the building is almost the same. I think it's just the top that's been changed. Same with this, I don't think we got a door that opens. No light switch either. They come just like that. The weighing house and the weighing station by Tarksy007, the weighing house, Holden HB Modding, Farmer MV Bördefarmer for the weighing station. Next, what the old shed pack. There are 2 in this pack. A 2-door, 2-bay, 2-bay and a 3-bay. These are by Sienek, 9.1 megabyte download, 7 slots each. One is 18,000, no, 15,000. The other one is 17,500. Build mode and sheds. So there's your 15,000. There's your 17,500. No customization options. Nice looking brickwork. Nice looking weathering. Dirty towards the bottom. That kind of thing. Corrugated roof. We do have lights, and the light switch was over here. There we go. So it's the same with the other one as well. Light switch over here. There you go. Not bad at all. The old shed pack by Sienek. Next we've got the industrial bakery. Now this one I haven't set off running yet. So the industrial bakery, 9.21 megabytes download, 23 slots and 90,000 to buy. This is by Dogface. It does say in the description this runs 5 times faster than the standard version. So I haven't set it off yet. There's no customization options on this. You find out in the factories. that one just there. If we go to place one, yeah, no option for customization. It comes just like that. Round the back, we've got our putting in point, which is just over here. We've got our pallet spawn point just here, and we've got our manage facility point just here. So this will do bread and it will do cake. So you've got the bread recipe with flour, the bread recipe with rice flour, then you've got cake with flour and cake with rice flour. Incoming materials, capacities, I mean, it's fairly standard. I brought flour and rice flour over because the recipes are 90 to 245. So the cycles per month aren't particularly high, but the recipes are fairly high. Let's go on that one and that one. We should see under our bread section, there we go, we're already on 1 litre, and then it will click to 2 and so on. It will, yeah, 2 litres. 5 times quicker, off you trot, and you can get your stuff being produced super speedy. That's the Industrial Bakery by Sienek. Next, we've got the flour production. This one I did set off running. Now, this is interesting in that, bearing in mind we're on FS25 now, this is an old style because it doesn't do rice flours. Rice flour. So flour production, this is by AgriKevolution, 18.28 megabytes download, 13 slots, 31,000 to buy. This should also find under build mode and factories, just there, so for 31 grand. As you can see, we've already got 3 pallets. This runs rapid. Putting in is just done here. Taking out is done here. And I say taking out because the byproduct of the production here at Flour is pig food. So if we click onto here, no, door doesn't open, no light switch either. But let's click on that. So at our flour mill, it will do barley flour, oat flour, sorghum flour, and wheat flour. It doesn't do the rice flour. Whether it will get an update at some point to do that or not, I'm not sure, but that's what it does. But it's the cycles per month that are high. If we go and have a look there, 2,400, 2,400, 2,400, and 7,200 for the wheat flour. The actual recipes aren't particularly high, but pig food is a byproduct as well. And this has already produced 3 pallets of flour in the time it's taken me just to set up my prep. And we're on 665 litres of pig food already as well. And that's from just oat flour and wheat flour. I haven't done barley or sorghum yet. So if they were all running, you can imagine the speed this would be running at. So there's our 3 pallets. There's our building. It's a lovely looking building. I do like this, the design and style of it. It's got a lot of character to it. So that's the flour production by AgriKevolution. Next door to that, we've got this. This is the Tyrolean Dairy. I can't remember what maps this was on. But this is by tirolerHeimahd modding. It is 47.29 megabytes download, 18 slots, 230,000 to buy. This one is pretty much a base game dairy. And there's some of the, I don't know if this has been made by a different person actually. Our running of our production is done here. Putting in is done here, and our pallet spawn just to the side there. This door opens, but I remember on the previous version it being a much lighter wood colour, and I was really impressed with the interior, all the lights came and stuff like that. I haven't been able to find a light switch that comes on, and none of the other doors open. But what I will say as well, it's a really strange mix, this one, in that when we click on this, you'll see that our incoming materials, buffalo milk, goat milk, and milk, the capacities are tiny. 500 litres of buffalo milk, 6,000 of goat milk, more of normal milk, which is 14,500. So that's small dairy capacities. But then the recipes themselves, and you see down there all the recipes, so it doesn't just do cheese, this does all of the FS25 sort of base game stuff. But the actual recipes and the cycles per month are a larger production. So not super sped up, they're not altered, but it's a strange combination. Yeah, capacities of a smaller one with the running speed of a slightly larger one. But it's a dairy, it does all those products, I mean that's what it's designed to do. Yeah, that's, oh, build mode, factories, and just there for 230 grand. This one again, no customization options. It comes just, hang on, it comes just as it is, like that. So that is the Tyrolean Dairy by tirolerHeimahd modding. Next we've got, oh yes, I missed a whole row out, so I've had to do a second set of notes. We've got the Bunkersilo pack, which is just behind me here. This is a pack of silage clamps, which are ground-based. I mean, they're all ground-based. They don't float in the air. And some decorative objects that come with this as well. So you can sort of set it up and you can have some decorative items around just to add a bit of immersion to it if you want to. So the Bunkersilo pack is by Moppel. 29.12 megabytes download. The slots are 2s, 3s and 4s. The main bunker silos you'll find under silos, which is kind of where you might expect to find them. And they are an interesting selection. So we start there with the bunker silo small, bunker silo medium, bunker silo large. And they are this sort of plate version like that. That one there, no, that's for something else. And then we've got these ones here. We've got a silo medium, silo large. Freeland. That's just a silo large, silo medium. Then this one here says silo pile. And they're these ones where you've got kind of like well, I'll show you one. There you go. So you can see you've got the, should we go for a small one? There we go. So you've got the sort of weathered ground and then the hazard marked area around it for the actual clamp itself. Yeah, that's all of them in there. And then we come out of there and we go down to our decorations and we come down to pretty much the bottom. There we go. So we've got wheel sets, we've got pallets, we've got pallet trucks 1 and 2. There's a couple of different pallet options. There's sandbag pallets, old and new. Some wheel options, and this one here is a cover plane. So the cover you would normally put over the clamp, it's a pallet that's got the covers on. So those decorative objects all in there. I think it's 15 items altogether in the pack. So what I did was put a load in. Now, bearing in mind, that is about 400,000 litres, I think it worked out at. What's it saying? Yeah, 450 something. And this one's quite a long one. There was no spill out from the side. I mean, there was a little bit to the left, went just over the hazard marked line, but it kept itself in a sort of a sensible shape. And this one was the same. So there was no kind of spill out from the side. You can see there how straight the sides are. So it kind of, maybe a tiny little bit there, but it fits within there. And then you can, roll your clamp. Once you've rolled it, compact it, cover it, and it will work like any other bunker silo. But these are more just open plan rather than having the big concrete sides to them. But actually what I'm going to do while we're here, so that's the bunker silo pack by Moppel. While we are here, because it kind of makes sense to do it, just over here I've got this. So this here, this is the Silopress. This is by Ready 90. It is 6.2 megabytes download, 3 slots and 3.3 meters. You will find it under Silo Compaction, just there and there. 6,500. No options, it comes as it is, 3.3 meters. So what I thought I'd do, because I've got the stuff out anyway, there's no colour option or anything like that. If we keep an eye on our compacting, if I go up onto there, so we are sort of technically compacting just with the tractor. So what I'm curious to see, as I always do with these, if I lower that down now, how much faster will it compact this on? Now, admittedly, the tractor is now running a lot slower. In all honesty, it's not really. I mean, I wouldn't say that's gone up any faster. I know we got a lot in here, but that didn't really go up much faster than it just did with the tractor on its own. Because some of these you get and you drop them down, and once they start compacting, it flies. And that's why I thought it doesn't, to always check these things. Don't turn it on, you don't fill up with water or anything like that. No, it's not really particularly. Let's say we've bottomed ourselves out. But anyway, that's what it's for. Wasn't particularly the fastest. Didn't seem to make a huge amount of difference. Whether you put one on the front and one on the back as well, potentially I suppose you could, but it certainly isn't a super speedy compactor like some other ones that have been available in the past on 22, and we've got on 25 as well. So that's the Silopress by Ready 90. Coming back to now, the next mod wouldn't download. Looney Farm guy, he will often message me if he's found a mod that he can't download. He'll message say, "Are you having the same problem?" He messages say, "I can't get this to download." So the pneumatic conveyor for grain silos by Pysul, I couldn't get to download at all from the Modhub. So whether that will get a tweak, an update, knowing my luck, by tomorrow it will be ready to download. But I couldn't get it to work. So anyway, we haven't got that. But what we've got is this, the Lizard Silo Pack. This is by Modding Association Katsuo, 23.92 megabytes download. These are 5s and 5s. And I say that because there are 22 items in this pack. We've got 11 silos and 11 extensions. The silos match the extensions, but I've put a smaller extension with this particular silo. These are standard crop type silos as well. These are not multi-fruit or anything like that. So you'll find them in that location. If we go up and we come across to our silos, here we start here, 6,000 litre, 8,000 litre, 10, 12, 15, 18, 20, 22, 25, 31, and then a 43,000 litre. The 43,000 litre one looks like this. No customization options, no colour options, no changes like that. And obviously the prices then, as you can see, do vary, obviously, depending on the size you decide to go for. Now, if we go into our extensions, mirroring that, we have then got just here, there we go. So we've got our 6,000, 8,000, 10,000, 12, 15. So I just went for a small one, but if you want to match up the same size for same size, you can. Same thing with these as well. There's no customization options, no color options or anything like that, and you just place your extensions. So you can have various different extensions of different sizes all around one main one if you wanted to. But like I say, they are standard crop types. I don't think these folds, do they? No, I think this is pretty much fixed. There you go. That's the Lizard Silo Pack by Modding Association Katsuo. Next, we need to go out onto the land. I really need to speed up. There are too many packs today. This is the Buildable Feedlot Pack by Schultz Modding, 3.11 megabytes to download with various different slot cans. We've got 2 different cow pens. We've got a milk extension tank. We've got a slurry extension tank. So you can build these up however you want to. What I like about these is when you place them and when you put your gates in or your fencing in to extend your pastures, or if you leave them basic, they already have gates built in. Oh, I like that. That's very handy indeed. We have also got a manure heap that comes with this as well. So let's crack right along. If we go into our build mode, go down to our animals and our cow pens, you'll see there they're both 25,000. They're both 2 slots, and each will hold 1,000 in their base configuration. So I'm going to go right out here. Somebody messaged me, I can't remember who it was, to say if you want to solve the problem with the fact that you can't place stuff in animal pens and it says you can't do fences because you've placed things previously, if you plough the land, you'll then be able to do it. I spent quite some time ploughing all the areas that I normally put all my mods and stuff out, then resurfaced, and it still won't work. But thank you for anyway. So what we'll do, click on this. So here's our basic pen, and then if we go to place item, it then says customize the fence. So if we say yes, so because we haven't placed anything in before, now we have got on this for our fence, let's go this way so we can see a little bit better. There we go. So coming this way, we have got switch segment type. So we got 2, this is 1 out of 10, is it? 1, so that's 2. Puts a gate, was it there? Yeah, it's a gate there. Then 3 puts a slightly larger gate. It's hard to see, isn't it, when we can't really zoom in anymore on that. Then we're on 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, it's a cat. Oh, cow grid, look at that. 9 and 10. So you can go for the gates and then back to your fencing. So then you do your fencing, however you want to do it, as you normally do, finish off your pen, job done. What I'm going to do, I'm back off there, cancel creation of custom fence, yes. Do I want to put in the meadow? You can put in the meadow, and away you go. So there you go. That's your standard one on that one. If we go to this one, I think the actual options were different. So let's go again on that. Do I want to do customize fence? Yes. This one had, yeah, this one has 7 options, not 10. So that's what the fence looks like in its first. So that's segment 1, 2, 3. Did it change? Oh, it did, yeah. 2, 3, 4. Yeah, small gate down there. 5, 6, and 7. Yeah, so slightly different options actually. The first one, that one had more options. That had 10 options on your segments. This one only had 7. So those are the pens themselves. And then we come to silos. There we go. So this one here says filling area. So where I've actually placed these, the filling area, you can put your extension tanks for your milk and your slurry, but if you want to take stuff out of them, you need a filling area. Now, as far as I can tell, I only needed to place one. I put one in front of each, but each one is showing both of the tanks. So your filling area is where you can fill from your extension tanks. So that's kind of handy. And then this one here is the open heap, which is this here. And as you can see, we are getting manure from it. So I did the actual weathering, but you can place the open heap on there as well. I think those were 1 slot each, and the open heap will hold 4 million litres of manure. If we come into silo extensions, this is where we find, there we go. So there's your milk storage. That will do 1 million litres of milk storage. We've got our slurry storage there. That will do 10 million litres of slurry. And then we had, oh yeah, under others, under decoration others, it does say in the description that more stuff will be coming. Placeables and decorative bits. We've got this here, which is a tyre tank, which is just there. So it's kind of a water tank made out of an old tyre you can place in your field. You might need to do a little bit of work on your landscaping, because with this as well, when the meadow goes in and I put straw in for bedding, the straw bedding is this bit here, which fills up, but the grass has gone over it and over the concrete. That's the meadow that comes with it, so you might just need to do a little bit of tweaking. But as far as it goes, on each one, probably should have gone to the one that was closer, but anyway, it doesn't matter. Dialogue box is just here, and I say this one has got a gate automatically there. I didn't do anything, that's just kind of how it placed. Feed and bedding went in here. And then once you've got your milk and slurry, and you'll see when we get to it, when we go over the trigger, bottom right, it will show us, he says, fingers crossed, bottom right, it should say, yeah, slurry and milk. So this trigger is showing for both of them. If I go over to this one, it does the same thing. So I think I probably only needed one trigger to take out of both tanks. So there's our slurry and there's our milk. And then we've already seen this on the floor out around the back. So we've already got some in here. But this will hold 4 million litres of manure. That's the Buildable Feedlot pack by Schultz Modding. Moving on, we have got the buildings package. That's here. See, package galore. 4 buildings in this package. This is by Zemek 23433, 57.71 megabytes download. We've got a cow barn, 28 slots, which will hold 20 animals. We've got a shed, 17 slots, 10,500 to buy. Garage with a workshop trigger, that's 37 slots, 22,500. Then we've got the farmhouse just there, which is 18 slots and 45,000 to buy. I'm not going to go into the build mode to show you all these things because, like I say, I am running out of time. That you find under animal pens, that under farmhouses, that under sheds, that under tools. So your farmhouse, sleep trigger at the front, wardrobe trigger in the back. Can't go into the building, it is as it is. Hang on, it says that. I'm sure there was a wardrobe trigger. Or did I dream it? Oh yeah, around there, this side, there you go. There's your wardrobe trigger. On the farmhouse. The the cow barn, milk trigger is just there. Dialogue box is just here. As you can see, there's a ladder. This is nicely marked for you, just there, if you've got those open. Add or remove the ladder. This will allow you to go up to the hayloft, if you want. There's a ladder at either end. You can add and remove either end if you want to. If we go into here, we have got your milk parlour just in there. Lighting on all this does work as well. Little side office shed. That door does open. Light switches do work. As you can see, the lights are under here. Once the bedding's in, it fills up this bit here. Feed and straw, both in this sort of centre section as you drive through. And our gates open through, again, with another point there for a ladder. And our slurry point just there. That's the cow bit. Then we get our shed, which is just here. I did have a wander around this in case there was a trigger for removing the decorative objects, and I couldn't see one. What I will say is Zemek 23432. That's right. Yeah, 23433 is pretty good with the warning boxes like this. Like I think it's always done for idiots like me. I always say I can't find it. I can't find the light switch. Can't find. That's right from the door. Lights in here. So we've got a little rest breakout area. Couple little rooms. storage with lighting in here as well. We come out of here again. If you come to the middle, nice and clearly marked, triple garage, not drive-through, but the workshop trigger is just here. So I'm not sure. I'm assuming you probably had to pull up outside. You know what I probably should have done? Let's try and pull up outside, because obviously bigger vehicles, you're not going to be able to use the workshop trigger because you won't be able to get bigger vehicles inside. Can I just pull up out there and the trigger will recognise that there is a vehicle there? It will. Cool beans. Turn the engine off. There we go. So all 4 of those part of the buildings package by Przemek 23433. Next, we've got this. This is the Hall Workshop. This is by 750 Ti modding, 16.68 megabytes download, 30 slots on console. This you'll find under tools. No, it wasn't. This was under sheds. Just there. No customization option on this. You get it just as it is with the green on there. Small door to go in here if you want to. Larger door here. There is lighting on the outside here, which does the light over that door. There's a light switch around on the end, which does the light over that door. Open this up. So as you can see, this is separate to this bit. It's not a drive-through full open barn slash building. Workshop trigger is just here. This slightly larger area there. And our lighting. Like so. There we go. That is the Hall Workshop by 750 Ti modding. Next we've got the South Brazilian Silo package. There are 2 in this pack. Really nicely made, weathered, detailed. We had these on 22 as well. These are standard crop types. These are not multi-fruit. These are by Gian FS, 15.58 megabytes download, 7 slots each. Customization options, you can have concrete or brickwork on the walls. So, build mode, silos, just there. 95 grand will get you 200,000 litre one. 150 grand will get you a 600,000 litre one. I've got the, I think the one I got out was, yeah, it's different designs, isn't it? Yeah, the one I got out was the 200,000, but then let's say the options for these, if I click on that, we've got Model 1 and Model 2, so concrete or brickwork, and then colour option, all the bits on there that are green at the moment and the bits around the back. We can change that. Let's go red. There you go. Like so. Doors open, front and rear. Putting into the silo is done here. We have got a light switch just over to the side there. So we can turn on our shed lights. We've got a storage bay round to the side this here as well. The lights come on using that light switch for storing of vehicles, bales, headers, whatever you want to store under this side area you can. And then taking out of the silo is done around the back just here. Nice and straightforward. Lovely. We like that. That's the South Brazilian Silo package by Gian FS. Next. Now, depends which thumbnail I end up going for. If I went for the one that says, not quite a game changer, which I think I might have done. It's not clickbait. Not clickbait. I'm going to explain why. Not quite a game changer. This is the extended forage harvester pickup by Warthog mods, 0.08 megabytes download and slot count varies. Now, this is another one of those ones which is an ethereal mod because I spent ages looking for it. I didn't think it had downloaded. I went in and out and I couldn't figure out what had gone wrong. Now, if you go all the way back to FS15, if you played on FS15, if you used a forage harvester with a pickup header, you could pick up grass swaths and straw swaths and it would turn them into chaff. So your straw from wheat and barley harvest and stuff was worth its weight in gold because you could turn it into chaff and then you could turn it into silage. Now, obviously, on FS25 and on 22, we do have fermenting silos, and there are quite a few fermenting silos that will take straw and ferment it into silage. So we can do it. But I was going to say game changer because I thought if this has taken us back to that FS15 thing, how cool would that be? You can do it all on the field immediately without an fermenter. Unfortunately, it was not the case. It was my own fault. I read it, but got overexcited. Now, when you install this mod, now this is showing us an update. I think the update might be console release, but it didn't have a changelog. These pickup headers are your standard pickup headers. Now these normally just pick up grass. It always is grass and hay, but generally speaking they just pick up grass. So if you install this mod, these pickup headers, the base game pickup headers, are now tweaked to pick all these things up. If I come down and go to all the other headers, they'll still all do the regular things. But these pickup headers will do that. Now, unfortunately, it's weird. If you do a pickup header, if you're doing stuff that turns it into chaff, so if you're forage harvesting corn, the corn becomes chaff. If you're using an all crop header, it becomes chaff. If you pick up grass, do a grass swath, it doesn't. It leaves it as grass. So that's what I'm saying. I've got one of those headers on, and I thought, this is awesome, because it means now we can use our forage harvester, and I still argue the fact that a forage harvester is designed to crimp and cross-cut what goes through and turns it into chaff for silage clamps. So anything that goes through that forage harvester should become chaff. What this in essence does now, this acts like a forage wagon, or that lizard forage pickup header by Fluffy Mods. So we can use a forage harvester to pick up straw swaths, hay swaths and things off the floor, but unfortunately it is putting it into the trailer as straw. It's not putting it in as chaff, because I immediately, like I say, I jumped the gun, I got overexcited, I thought this is brilliant. All those fields, you know, like I say, you get your straw swath, if it goes through this and coming out the back is chaff, just think how much more silage and stuff you can make and all that kind of thing. But unfortunately, it's not to be. I mean, like I say, this is the way it's been designed to be. I'm not knocking the modder. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. Like I say, I got overexcited and thought this is cool. This is a game changer, and it wasn't quite what I thought, unfortunately. But anyway, that's what it does. That's the extended forage harvester pickup. So if you've got a forage harvester anyway, you can use it now without getting a separate header or using a forage wagon for picking up your grass swaths and hay swaths and things like that. That's by Warthog Mods. Next, got this on here. This is the gas can. This is by Yellow from SE Egg. That's what it said. 0.35 megabytes download, one slot and 100 litres. If I undo the tension strap, pick that up. Gas cans that can be strapped down, put and thrown in the back of a vehicle, trailer, whatever it might be. If you run out of fuel in the field and you want to take them out, you can. This you'll find under, this was under miscellaneous, I think, correctly. There you go, just there. There's your gas can. No option for changing colour or anything like that. It comes red, and that is it. Pull up next to it with the vehicle, or take it and stand it next to a vehicle and then click on L3 and it will refill. Once empty, it will disappear. That's the gas can. That is by Yellow from SE Egg. Next we have got, we've got this. There we go. That's the STIHL MS 500i. This is by gamerhzsFSH. This is 1.4 megabyte download. There's no slot count on this, and you'll find them available under chainsaws just there. I think it's a light version. I think it sounds like it runs at a higher sort of pitch, maybe a faster run. I don't know. It operates like a chainsaw. Does the job. Put that away. There you go. That's the STIHL MS 500i by gamerhzsFSH. Next, we've got this. This is the trailed lifter. This is by Onur Emre. It is 2.98 megabytes download, 4 slots. You'll find this under here, under miscellaneous. No, it's not miscellaneous. There we go. Just there. There it is, the trailed lifter. 15 grand. That's the right one, isn't it? Yep, trailed lifter mod. We can change the colour of it, and this is designed. I mean, people find all different uses for these. I mean, it's designed, I guess, predominantly for smaller vehicles and tractors and stuff that put in heavy equipment and machinery on a 3-point link. Might not be great for the tractor and requires extra weights and stuff and that kind of thing. You can put 3-point link bits of machinery on the back of this. People find all clever ways of using these, hook them on the back of harvesters and then put balers on them and all sorts of things like that. I've run all sorts of stuff that have had rear attachers on them, and then you can run sometimes off the back of one of these a tedder or a windrower or tethers are the best ones. I think that works quite well, or something else that like I say, there's a whole plethora of things you can do with these, but it's basically a 3-point link trailer hitch attacher that goes on a normal attacher, and yeah, you can find all sorts of things to do with it. It's a trail lifter for things. I know it seems really vague, because if I say it's for this, people say, oh yeah, but you can use it for so many things, and people find all sorts of incredible ways of utilizing these. The Schnuffelstück, is it? Schnuffelstück? That's a longer version, similar type of thing as this. But anyway, that's the trail lifter by owner Emre. Next, we've got the cargo cart. Now, didn't this come out a while back, and it got removed because it didn't work, or it kept causing game crashes? I'm sure it was. If I lift the pallet off there, put that down there. The cargo cart. This is another one of those things. I really like it. I think it's a clever idea. This is by PT Mods. It's 1.02 megabyte download. One slot. It is miscellaneous, but it's that miscellaneous because it's hand tools. There we go. There's a hand cart. 200 cargo cart. Got design 1, design 2. Then you've got main colour does the deck, so you can go for different wood. I do like the different wood options, and then you can pick colours as well if you want, but different wood options on there. Design colour does everything else that's metal work, so you can go for a metal if you want to go for a metal, and then you can go metallic if you want to go metallic. You can fiddle around, to your heart's content. And then it has tension straps, as you can see, for bags and stuff, for pallets and stuff. You might go and collect your eggs with it, you might, whatever you want to do. Then we turn it on. Don't think it has a horn, does it? And just like the pushable jet washes and stuff like that, we can move stuff around our yards, in our farm areas, whatever you want. It would be pretty cool if that had the passenger mod option on it. I don't know why you would do that. Anyway, that's the cargo cart by PT Mods. Next, we've got this, and this is representative of 4 items. This is the Madara Agro. Hang on. Handwriting. Let's go to our trailers. Madara RNT 14. It's RNT series by EAD123. 36.45 megabytes download. 5 slots, 6, 6, and 6. 10,000 litres, 15,000 litres, 15,000 litres, and 22,000 litres. So that's your 10, 15, 15, and 22,000 litres. The options are the same on all of them. So where it says configuration standard and then extension, the extension actually puts a grain door in the back of it. So it's not an extension, it's a grain door. So it still stays at 10,000 litres. Then you've got wheel setup, we've got standard, standard 2, wide, back to standard, cover yes or no. The colour, Dunav, that was what it says on my notes. Madara Agro, Dunav, RNT, it says on the side of the thing. There we go. And so the options on this one, same thing. We do have different tyre options. That was a sweeping statement. Continental, Trelleborg, BKT, Weighingstation, back to Continental. The Trelleborg, standard, wide, standard 2, and the others as they are. But then the other options are the same. Configuration does the grain door at the back, and then cover yes or no, but with no colour options within that. So those are both swivel axle. That one's 15,000 litre, but not a swivel axle. So twin axle at the back and fixed at the front, but same options on that one. And then this one here, swivel axle, but larger, triple axle, same options, 22,000 litres. So what we've got on this one, cover open and close. If you've gone for the extension option, which is the grain door, we've got tip side left, which will do, you've guessed it, to the left, nice smooth animation, like so. Tip side right is just the reverse of that, so I won't necessarily show that. Tip side grain door, if you've gone for the grain door option, then tip side back. It's tip side back. If you've used a trailer, you've probably seen that happen before. Open and close cover, like so. There we go. That's the Madara Agro Dunav RNT series by EAD123. Next, we have got, where did I put them? Just here. These are the Berkman trailers. This is the Berkman TLAL pack by Cashdown 18, 18.25 megabytes download, 6 slots each, single axle, double axle. These don't have a capacity. The back does drop down. They have tension straps in them. So for, again, bales, pallets, anything you want to put in them, you can. Whether you're putting them in with forks, whether you put them in by hand, if you've got liftable stuff on, that's entirely up to you. That's what it looks like open. These you will find... it's not a funny story. I was say there's a funny story that goes with this, but it's not really. 2,700 gets you the single axle. Got wheel setup. Those ones, rim colour option. That's your choice on that. And your double axle there for 3,339. Same options, standard. That one, back again, and a rim colour option on there too. Nice and straightforward. That's the Berkman TLAL pack by Cash Stan 18. Next, we've got the Goldhofer. This has got some really cool options of something this does that surprised me, and I really liked it. The Goldhofer STZ Special Low Loader by Woodcraft Modding, 8.35 megabytes download and 4 slots. It is a low loader, but it is a specialist low loader. You can raise and lower this to get it even lower to the ground. Raise it up a little bit if you're going over bumpy terrain, especially if you're going to woodland areas. There's massive open space here, so for rotation of the vehicle, for turning in tight spots, it makes life a lot easier. All 3 rear axles steer. It extends. It's very, very cool. This you will find under low loaders. Just there, 133 grand. It is a special trailer, a special low loader. So we've got Lizard, tyre choice, Continental, and back to Lizard. Continental, standard, standard, standard 2, back again, and the Lizard just as it is. Sidewall, yes or no, that's on this front section. So you don't have to have them on there if you don't want them. Then main colour, anything on that pallet. Rim colour, license plate. Straightforward. Like I said before, we like straightforward. Hop in there, start that up. It does have beacon. It does have beacon. We have beacons, but it has a beacon on it. Turn the beacon off. You'll see we turn now. Watch those rear, look at that rear axle. All 3 steer. Look how tight that can turn. Oh, it's brilliant. It's very, very cool. For those tight, awkward spaces. Unfolding of low loader. We do ramp down. Like that. Now, if you're not touching the ground, that's not a problem. Because L1 and right stick up and down. Oh no, hang on, which one is it? R1 and right stick side to side raises and lowers the whole platform. So like I said, if we want to get it right down to the ground for getting stuff on, that brings our ramps right down. Then we can raise it right the way up to get it as far off the ground as possible if you're going over uneven terrain, or get it in somewhere in between. Then we've got L1 and right stick side to side is what does our extension. Let's take tension straps off, then put them back on again. There you go. Put some back the way. So that's our extension. So you can really stretch this out if you've got long vehicles and stuff you want to put on there. Let's put that back like that. But then obviously this is for specialist vehicles in that if you've got tree harvesters, forwarders, the wheel sections will sit in there nice and snug. But if you're not running those sorts of things, you want to put something normal on here. If we do this and we go to there and we say open cover, how cool is that? I don't think I've ever seen a trailer do that before. There you go. So you can treat it just more like a normal low loader if you want to. But if you want to go specialist for something, put it that way around. Isn't that nifty? That's a very cool bit of kit, that. I can't think of the last time I used the word nifty. But anyway, that's the Goldhofer STZ Special Low Loader by Woodcraft Modding. Next, we've got the Class Cargos 9500 by Maxcon, 17.13 megabytes download, 8 slots, 44,000 litre capacity. It is a forage wagon. You will find it in the forage wagons section. I'm showing you it now, then we'll jump to it. Just here. There it is. Options on this. We have got Trelleborg, Michelin, BKT, Weighingstation. Back again. On the ones that have an option, we've got a standard and a wide. I think that's on both the ones that have options. Yep. Silage additive tank, yes or no. Main colour, anything on that pallet. Does all of that. Design colour. Does all of that. Next design colour does those, and then rim colour option as well. So have a fiddle around. Here's what it looks like. Like I said, 44,000 litre rear steer axle, as you can see. Actually, the front axle does steer as well. That's just more pronounced at the moment at the back. I have gone with a class metallic-y kind of look to it, but that's entirely up to you. We have got L1 and right stick up and down. Does that. The flap at the top. Like that. R1 and right stick up and down. Adjust the hitch so you can get all three wheels, try and get it as level as you want to, depending on what you're pulling it from. Start it up. Starts out pickup, rotor, drop our pickup. Away we go. It's a forage wagon, which is kind of what we hoped. Unloading. There you go. Does what it's supposed to. That's the Class Cargos 9500 by Max Quan. Next we've got the Lizard 60, which is here. This is the Lizard 60 by Farm Centro Sul, 12.31 megabytes download and 6 slots. It is an auger wagon, just there. 8 grand. Options on this, we've got cover yes or no. Now, that's only valid, I think. Wheel sets, we'll do wheel set up next. We've got standard, we've got standard 2, broad rice, auxiliary rice, duck foot wheel. Then we've got broad rice 2, auxiliary 2, duck foot 2, back to standard. Capacity 6,000 litres or 8,500. I think we still can have the cover, yeah. So it doesn't matter which option we go for, we have got a cover option. If you put the cover option on, you have got the option for a cover colour. Main colour, anything on that palette. Cover colour, anything on that palette, and then rim colour option on there as well. Fairly straightforward. It doesn't have a rear hitch or anything, so you can't daisy chain these or anything like that. Unfold. Nice sound effect. Unload here. There's no nozzle adjustment or anything like that. It comes as it is. There you go. That's the Lizard 60 by Farm Centro Sul. And then finally, I think we've got this. Now, I haven't got a lot of time, but I don't want to skip over it too lightly. I know people might look at the thumbnail, they might look in the description and go, oh yeah, we've had this before. Previously, not that it was a one-trick pony, but it had implements that would attach to it, but I think those were the only implements that would attach to it. And because we couldn't really dig, and we still can't dig, we've got ground deformation on console especially, it was it was not a gimmick because you could still pick things up. This version, whole different animal. This is a multi-tool and I absolutely love it. This is the JCB backhoe loader by Kenny456. This is 29.71 megabytes download, 15 slots for the main vehicle. It just suddenly dawned on me I might be doing Kenny456 a misservice, an injustice. I might be confusing it with the Ross End Mods one. But anyway, it doesn't matter. This is a really versatile bit of kit anyway. We have got under miscellaneous tools, we've got under forest miscellaneous, we've got some tools. What's cool about this is the front section here will attach to any front loader tool. As you can see, I'm obsessed with that all butt thing at the moment. Will attach to that. We've got buckets of various different descriptions for the back. We've got grapples, we've got fixed grapples, we've got danglers, if you prefer your grabs to dangle. I prefer fixed because it allows you then to lift things at angles that a dangling one won't let you do, but the dangling ones do offer other pros. So it depends, how you kind of look at it. What's also very cool about this is the rear arm has attachments, but it also has on the back of here a tension strap. So not only can you pick up, you can attach directly to things like big bags, I've got one over there, but you can tension strap round things like bales, whatever it might be, logs, whatever, those kind of things to pick up if you want to. There are grabs and grapples, but the fact that will attach to anything front loader, that's got a tension strap on it. You've got change direction on your steer as well, on your steering, so you can go forwards or backwards. You'll see the whole. It's brilliant. I can you tell? I really like it. So if we go down to it's under miscellaneous, under this section here, so there it is. 165 grand, and you think, well, that's a lot of money. But to be fair, it's 235 horsepower, and it will do. I mean, yes, it won't plough and it won't cultivate and stuff like that. But for a front loader, yard vehicle, forestry, I mean, I say bale, moving, anything you want, it will do. So you've got fast coupler auto tilt. Now that's on the back bit, your fast coupler on the back there. Yes or no? I've got it on yes. I think that's when you have the danglers and stuff like that. It auto adjusts. But anyway, wheel brand. We've got Nokian, we've got Trelleborg, we've got Michelin, and we're back again. I do like the different tread patterns. If you want a wider tyre, you might want to go for the Trelleborg, and then you've got your Michelin, and you've got your Nokians. We've got window standard or dark tint. Main colour, I'll change them to something bizarre just so you can see what changes. That's all your main colour. Main colour 2, let's go red. Does all of that. So like I say, you need to be not careful, but you know, your cylinders and door hinges and all your sort of main metallic parts, handles and things like that. Then your rim colour, you know, is pretty obvious, is your rim colour. And you can fiddle around with those as well. If you've got the change colour mod involved as well, you can do metallics and things like that. So that's the main vehicle. And as you can see here under the section, we have got the universal bucket, which goes on the front. We've got the universal bucket that's rear mounted and universal bucket rear mounted. That one's 1,800 litre, that's 2,500. Front one's 2,500, and these take pretty much anything. So for scooping, loading, that kind of thing. We've then got our clamshell buckets, 2,500. You got a dangle and you got your fixed, same price. Now options on these, they come with collisions with materials, yes or no. That's a curious one because if there's no collision with materials, I always have it on yes. We can change the main colour. Again, you can fiddle around with that, mix and match. I think that's the same with all the components as well. So that's the 5 bits that are in here. If we come out of there and then we go to, where is it? Forestry. Miscellaneous, there we go. You've got your log grapple, dangle and fixed, 14 grand a piece. The slot counts on these are 2s and 1s. They're not, you know, not high at all. Main colour options on these as well. So if you go up to front loader tools, you'll find the front loader bucket as well up there. But we've already seen that in the miscellaneous section. So that front loader bucket, universal bucket, you'll also find up in the front loader tools as well because it is a front loader. So let's hop in and start it up. I went for metallics on this one, I went standard on that one, but tinted windows on that one. So what we'll do, let's just move over here. So our front loader works like a front loader. Fairly straightforward, fairly standard, very nice. Horn, lighting's pretty good, beacons as well. We'll swing that around. So the back is showing. If we unfold back loader, like that, it does that. We can then L1 and circle, lower our stabilisers if we want to do that. We can change our driving direction, which will swing us around in the cab. So when we're doing this, but what I've often found is when you're in this position, it's quite hard to operate that because you can't always see the equipment. What's cool about this is if we go, actually, do we need to switch it? We're on control group back. So L1, R1, left stick side to side. You can swing the whole thing to the left or to the right. So just that little bit of movement, I can now see that front bit. So as far as operation goes, camera angle, yeah. So you can slide the whole lot side to side. I think that's brilliant. I love that as an option. That's very cool. So put it back wherever you want. Now, we can do, it says centre head. We'll recenter the head on there, and then where's the other one? There was another one for, I thought it centered the whole backhoe loader. I think when you fold it, it will fold the whole thing back up again. Let's put those back up. So what I'll show you is straight off the bat. Let's raise that up. Raise that. Now we have got our operation on this. We've got our left, our right, our up and down. We've got that up and down, and then we've got our tilt on our head. We come down onto that, bring that down to there, like that, and tension strap, boom. That, honestly, that makes it so versatile. But then we do also have the option, it should give me the option, he says. If we back up to this, it will give me the option to to attach it. So we can attach directly to, what will I get my options for? If I switched control group back, there we go. Yeah, so you can attach to big bags and stuff like that. So if you're loading up seeders and things like that, you can do that. Awesome. Switch back to that, detach it. Let's fold the backhoe up, change driving direction. I won't show you, I mean the clamshell works like a clamshell, the buckets work like a bucket, I mean that's the point of those. If you go for this bucket, we do have an option on this as well for open and close on this. I've got to remember which it is, there you go. So when you pick stuff up, you can dump stuff by opening the bucket up like that, which is pretty cool. Like I said, it picks up almost anything, which is awesome. If we switch over to the other one, it's because I've got some stuff laid out. Let's do that. So like I said, front loader tools, it will hook up to anything front loader. And I guess as more and more adapters come out, we may even have the option on this to then attach wheel loader stuff and telehandler stuff with various different adapters, which would be pretty cool. So like I say, it makes it very, very versatile for all sorts of work you might want to do. What I'm going to do is unfold that. Let's raise that up. Swing that. We'll grab the grapple. I mean, what I would say is if you're doing stuff like this, especially logging, like I said, I like a fixed head because it gives me the option that opens and closes, that rotates, but we have got the option then for tilting a fixed head. So you can put a fixed head in any position you want, whereas a dangling head will always obviously dangle down. Gravity will do its work, if you believe in gravity. I honestly had someone message me a while back about the fact that it's a made-up thing, and you know, I was a bit. I suppose I just go for my default, you know, what I learned in school kind of stuff. But anyway, so the grapple works as a grapple should, you know. Grab it, pick it up. Now, I guess there's nothing stopping you. You can, if you wanted to, like I say, you're going to need weights on the front of some description because doing log stuff, they're heavy. So it will work a lot better if I do that and put that down. As you can imagine, that supports it a lot better if you're doing logging operations. The whole thing won't tilt. But with the fixed grab, again, we've got a lot more operation, a lot more movement. And with the tension strap as well, I guess you don't have to have the dangler. If you don't want the dangler or you don't want the grapple at all, I guess we can detach that, swing that around and then drop that back down again. Can I just attach that with tension straps? There you go. And I just, honestly, I love that option. I just think it's so cool. The interior, nicely made and detailed. It's a very cool bit of kit. It's a great one to end on. I really do like it. This is one of those ones you think, if you started a Let's Play, doing a start from scratch, and all you had was this, how much work could you get done and do stuff before you needed other things, you know? It's an interesting concept. Anyway, I'm out of time completely. This JCB Backhoe Loader by Kenny456. I hope you found all this useful and informative in some way, shape or form. If you have, please give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.